Hey guys. See that Charlie's around. So let's go find I forget where the only cranes in the city are. Hey, Christina. Like, I know there's the ones in Cyprus. Are they the only ones? I think I texted Charlie. Except the one near Old Uwu. So V has a warrant. Last time I saw you guys. Actually, we need to go get food first. And her bicycle? If a cop flags her bicycle, that's 07 Bozo. There's these ones. But Charlie and V had very specific cranes they used to climb on. And their favorite... Flagging her bicycle would be crazy. Time to put fake plates on the bicycle? Fake plates on the bicycle. No, we're gonna be dramatic. We're gonna go get food first. Because we don't need to be passing out on a crane. But V and Charlie had various cranes in 3.0 that they would go and have like serious heart-to-heart conversations. Can't follow, don't go anywhere. I can't follow. Actually, we should go pay our bills first. Time make you difference. You smile. So something from yesterday. V checked to see if Raina's tarot cards were on her. Raina's tarot cards are missing. Don't know where they are. They weren't on Raina when she was brought in. Veronica canonically has turned Raina's house upside down. Pay bill. I don't know when Raina's bill comes due. Yeah. Will I be your Valentine? I don't do Valentines. Never been a big Valentine's girly. Alright, we need to go get food. So, Raina's tarot cards are MIA. She does want to ask Beatrice, what card she pulled for Raina. Because V knows that, I forget who told her. Might have been Snoopy. About, the one card pull. Oh, see, I know what the card was. It was the 10 of Cups. But I want Veronica to find that out. I swear to God, if V gets taken hostage and that's how she gets gotten her warrant, I'm gonna be pissed. Because, like, in V's head, that means her sister went knowing that she had lived a full, happy life. Regardless of the ending, you know? V is also just like... Patrick?
Huh?
It's me.
Oh.
I have a
Wait, what?
warrant.
Oh.
Do you have any, definitely not strawberry donuts?
Yeah, definitely not strawberry.
Okay. And a smoothie. I'm just a little hungry.
Give me 1 second. I did not realize my door was open.
Yeah, it is.
You said just 1 combo, right?
Yes, please.
There you go. Definitely not strawberry.
Definitely not. I definitely didn't get broken out of custody the other day.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. That's just pink frosting.
Yep, it's just pink frosting, not strawberry.
Nope.
Thank
And there you
you.
go. If I
Appreciate
recall,
you,
that's it for news.
Patrick.
Appreciate you too. Have a good one.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I do 2 donuts and 1 smoothie? Whatever flavors I
2 donuts and
Is
one.
V's story ending after everything she's been through? Not yet. um, I'm pretty committed to V making it to the end of 4.0. Obviously plans can change. Um, but like I'm of two minds. Like there's two ways V's story goes, right? Either she dies a terrible tragic death after everything she's been through, or she makes it through and um gets to live out the rest of her life away from the hellhole that is San Andreas. There's no middle ground, you know? Why is there a security guard here? Oh, we shouldn't be here. We'll be fine. Here's the thing. Even with the shit that Mason pulled last summer, this might be a hot, bold take. I don't think The club would have blooded Veronica out. If it came down to blood outs. If I'm being so for real. I think they would have just converted her to a patch. We're just gonna ping Charlie here, I think. Do we go all the way up is the question. I miss the good cranes. Sorry, cat. This crane sucks. The one that used to be over at the construction site over there was so much better and so much taller. It's so good. I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't speak to Lane's thought process and headspace. Because, I mean, last summer, right? Lane and V didn't have the relationship they have now. Man, this screen really sucks. It used to be so cinematic and pretty to be up on the cranes having DMCs. Yeah, and we don't have the Ranger Towers either. If there's one thing that I want 5.0 to bring back, it's the goddamn Ranger Towers. Those were so good for conversations in a scenic place. That's why the observatory hill is like one of V's go-to places, because she used to go up there all the time. Got the dredge photo. Oh my god. At least we can... Oh, there goes our one. Wait a minute. I don't know how long we're gonna be on Veronica. But no one can say I haven't been around on her. Just haven't been around on her much in shift 2. Because I worked until 7 yesterday. And then the other day, I had stuff to do on Cass. Mostly get her hours in. So we did some shift 3 bike racing, which, by the way, she landed on a roof that there is no ladder access to. Managed to get down without dying. So, W? Question mark? I got my work schedule. I'm off tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm off because my dad has a doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna be home with the dogs. They asked me to work today 5 to 9, and I was like, no thank you. He's like, here's the thing. If they ask me to add hours, normally I will. I can watch a chase from up here. How much money do we have in V's account? 18,000. We have 70k in the bank. We have the 100k in wash that Raina gave us. So, like, V has money. She just doesn't keep it in the bank. And we're not going to try to clean that money until the warrant's done. And, like, here's the thing. I don't think I'm gonna stream cast too much. Hi.
Are you good?
Yeah, I just was thinking about it and I went, you know what? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah. It sucks. It's not as good as our old cranes, dude.
Oh God, do you remember the crane up in Vinewood?
I do remember the crane up in Vinewood. It was so
Oh, that
tall.
was my favorite.
You know there's a bunch of
one.
cranes in Cyprus, right?
I don't know what that is.
It's like over by the chop spot.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of cranes over there, I think. If I remember
I'm
correctly.
gonna have to find a new crane.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure there's
Because the
cranes over
ones
there.
that we have suck.
They suck.
They suck bad. Because the one
And
over there.
I don't like going to the top of Pixel Tower because it's terrifying and not secure at all.
Pixel now.
Yeah, the casino, the Crystal Casino, that's it.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
I've never been up there.
the sides are unsecured and I get anxiety anytime I go up there with people because I'm like, oh god, they're gonna be a dumbass and go too close to the side.
Girl boss too close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Fly off.
Also, I have a warrant.
Why do you have a warrant?
Wally and her friend Cold Cuts broke me out of custody the other day when I got on our cash exchange. So, you there?
Her pussy whistles like nothing else.
What the hell? Okay, okay. That's enough twatter for today.
Sorry, I'm curious.
I've been watching a police chase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
I've seen Air One a bunch of times. And I don't look like me right now, so it's all they can be like, and there's someone we can do a warrant apprehension on. It's gonna be like $50,000 in fines, if not more. Yeah.
Well, keep running. I mean, how long do you have until that goes out?
No
or goes away?
idea. A few days at least. More if they decide to be petty and try to extend it. I don't know how long they usually put warrants out for cash exchanges. Because I never get warrants off cash exchanges.
Yeah. I don't know. All the jobs I've done without a mask on and just they've said my full government name
Yeah.
and they just
Well,
don't give
it's
me a
because
warrant.
Hemsworth is salty that I got away after he had me in cuffs and that after he seized my possessions. Like, he took my gun, it came back hot to an S-boost. But he got caught lacking, so...
Yeah.
There
I
were
mean,
no other
he
cops
got
with
caught.
him. Like, he was alone.
Yeah.
We ended up hiding out in the old Rust compound.
They're dead.
What?
I just saw a car crash and there's no way that person's not dead.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just me and Lottie around, I think.
Yeah.
So, might go to bed. I don't know.
Yeah. Back.
What's up?
I'm gonna call you back.
All right. But yeah, V and Charlie used to have crane talks a lot in 3.0. And like, something that V is stuck on, right, is the fact that she knows that Marty was there when Raina was stabbed. She knows that per Raina's deathbed confession. And she can't do a goddamn thing about it. Because that would start a war, and as much as she loves Raina, Raina dying is not a club thing. It's personal. And unfortunately, if V were to go after Marty, that goes from being a personal thing to being a club thing. So she has to sit and grit her teeth because she can't do a goddamn thing about the fact that Marty was there. And it doesn't make sense to her that Marty was there, except for like Raina's, you know, hypothesis that maybe it's because Marty hates Wally and V that much. I'm not gonna drink too much up here because I don't, like I said, I don't want her to fall off the crane because if cops show up because she's injured. And like, she's not really in a mental state to go looking for Faraday and Link right now either. You know? Like, she is not. And like, part of V really wants to use information to her advantage because she knows just how many people would actively go try to hunt down Link and Faraday to get back for Reina dying. But it's like Wally said, like, it should be him and V. Right. And so she's not doing well. Not in the slightest. Would she once she's better? To be determined. But yeah, her leg is doing better. The way I'm playing it is like the break wasn't as bad as they originally thought in terms of healing. And we all know how Los Santos time is. Pretty sure wheelchairs have a shorter shelf life in 4.0 too. Because when I checked the other day, her wheelchair is about halfway degraded. A little more than halfway degraded, I think. Where you can have a wheelchair for a long time in 3.0. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stream too much cast. Because I don't want to take focus away from Veronica's story. And I feel like streaming cast would only, you know, not that it would take away from telling Veronica's story, but I just don't feel like streaming cast. Like, she does have some stuff going on right now, but I just feel like Veronica's got the more compelling story right now. And Cass is just kind of a mediocre medic. So you're probably not going to see too many EMS streams. I just let me remind you guys, this is a Cassidy Collins hate channel. This is a safe space to talk shit about the character Cassidy Collins. Until she becomes my main. But safe space, safe space. You can talk shit about Cassidy here. Because we all know she is the inferior character. Cassidy kinda sucks. We only stand Veronica in this house. Yeah, Cassidy's stinky. Poor Callie died for Cass. Thing is, right? I just never really got into Callie as a character. I think I rushed going back to EMS. It also helps, right, that I have Charlotte back in EMS now to bounce off of. Jones is there. She's got the relationship with Reese, which we'll see how that ends up playing out. Because, like, I've said this a lot of times about Cassidy and, like, how she is with the how she is with the relationships. Typically speaking, her partner gets way more attached than she does. So it'll be interesting how that plays. She also has her friendship with Owen, which, fun fact, before she and Reese, like, became a thing, she had been sleeping with Owen Bradshaw. But they're friends, they talk a lot. Owen has been calling her on her shit. But I still don't think that's as compelling of a story to stream right now as Veronica's. After. It was after. Even when V is just sitting here, Veronica's sitting on the crane sad farming is a more compelling story than Cassidy right now for stream. In my opinion. And again, I will continue to shit talk Cassidy until the day that Veronica is no longer my main character. Fuck that bitch. We hate Cassidy Collins in this house. This is a Cassidy Collins hate stream. And if she is your if Cassidy Collins is your favorite character, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You are wrong. Between my two active characters, your favorite should be Veronica. Any other opinion is wrong. Yeah, that bitch has it too good. Are we gonna bring back the sad walk? I think we bring back the sad walk. No, if Reese gets into a chase with her in the car, Cassie is going to demand he let her out. Like, Cassidy has a hard line on stuff. Like, that's another, like, not like red flag, but like, question mark in that relationship, right? Is Cass being EMS and Reese being a criminal? Like, is that going to last long term when Cass has such a hard line against doing crime, participating in crime, etc.? But like, I think V has the more compelling story right now. Even if she is just alone sag farming, that's still better than the story that Cass has going, like, objectively speaking. Like, maybe I'm biased because, like, I've been playing V for 4 years. So any character I make is not going to compare to her at all and the story that she's had. Like, maybe it's not fair of me to, you know, be so critical of Cassidy, but oh my god. Is that hubcap? I swear to god, that Marshall car just lit up her bike. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna make lose it. Ow.
Glenn? Oh, hi, baby.
Someone robbed the jewelry store. to do, guys. I don't really know who's around that we can... Might as well, though.
Hey, Veronica. Are a lot of raiders awake?
I think I'm the only one.
You're the only one? Okay, where you at? Where you at?
I'm on a bicycle by the Arcadius building.
Bicycle by the Arcadius building.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm in disguise right now because I got a warrant for escaping custody.
You used to be EMS. What happened to you?
I fell in love with a member of a 1% MC.
All right, I'm here. I don't see
What
you.
side are you on?
I don't know. The side that says Arcadius Business Center.
I think it says that on all sides.
There was a cop here looking for something. I'm where the Globe is, the Daily Globe.
Daily Globe. Oh.
All right. We got
Hello.
something for you.
Hi. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
What's this?
This is for you and your gang.
Thank you. Let me,
Lord.
let me get my notebook here.
You should read it out loud.
Alright. Hang on, a page that I know doesn't have anything on it already. Dear Raiders MC, not sure what you guys are rating. But why don't you raid my panties instead? Sincerely, Ellen, Osvaldo, Maddie.
Exactly.
I'm definitely gonna show this to everyone when they're around.
I'll give you two
Oh,
more
yeah.
copies of it too, so that you can give it to them.
Thank
and
you,
I'll give
Helen.
you some extra rose quartz too, so you can give it to them.
I appreciate it. I needed a little lightheartedness.
Of course. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. What the fuck?
Okay.
Sorry, I have a weird cough.
We should get that checked out, Helen.
Probably.
Well, it was nice seeing you. I hope you yeah, I hope you're okay.
Sorry about your dead
All right. We're really gonna bring
Sorry.
that up.
sister.
Thanks. I think
Ye-
is what you
yeah.
say to that. I don't know what you say to that when people
I don't
give
know.
you
I don't have a sister,
condolences.
so I don't know.
Might have killed her sister too.
Oh.
You killed the one who's bad at tarot?
No. The other one. She has. Raina had another sister that was visiting.
Yeah, no,
because she
Jackie's
was-
okay. Jackie's
Are you
okay.
sure?
Yes, I saw her after that.
Yeah, but I saw her after that as well.
Oh, like
I gotta go.
I'm sure
I
she's
gotta-
okay.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe
hey,
we don't tell the
nice
violent
seeing you.
gang if you killed her.
We're going towards Legion. I need people to wake up to give them the notes, man. Oh, I hear cop. I hear cop. We should not bike towards MRPD. Now that I think about it, we should not bike towards MRPD. Who's around right now, though? Like, do we harass Benny? Because here's the thing too, Veronica doesn't consider Raina's deathbed confession to be a club thing. If people want to know who did it, Veronica has no issue telling them exactly who did it. Let's see what Benny's doing. He may be busy though.
Hello?
Hey Benny, what are you up to?
What's up, having a conversation.
All right, I
I'm
will
just
leave.
chilling. Why? What's up?
I'll leave you to it if you're having a conversation. I'm just looking to see who's all around.
Yeah, I mean, I should be free in a bit. Just yeah, just finishing up a conversation.
Gotcha.
Give you a ring back.
Alrighty.
All right, be safe.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
She says as she bikes towards MRPD again. But we're just going into Legion. Because there is a bench that I like to sit on in Legion. And it's where Callie was killed. It's one of my favorite places in Legion Square. I forget which bench it was. I think it was this one. But Hemsworth Free Zone. Alright. Alright. I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom. We're back. Oh. Jeremy called me.
Hey, Miss Veronica.
Hi, Jeremy.
How's it going?
You know. It's going as well as it can, given the circumstances.
Yeah. I saw you on the Luminous, so I figured just want to give a quick call to see how's everything.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know that we don't really know each other that much, but I can still remember that day. Um, I can feel the pain.
Raina always talked very highly of you.
Honestly, I sometimes I wish I could spend a little bit more time with her as a friend. Just feel like it's too late, you know.
Yeah, it's the awful thing about time is we never have as much of it as we wish that we did.
Yeah. The other day when I went to liquor library, it feels so empty there. Feels like I'm missing something really, really important.
I keep thinking I'm gonna see her car out front of it.
That's well. I remember when I first I bought my car on, which was a Penumbra FF, the one with cherry blossom. She really liked it, and she also got a Penumbra FF with the same livery, but with minty green color.
I remember when she got that.
Yeah,
It's very, very fitting.
indeed. You get to spend some time with other members of the Raiders.
Yeah, we got into some shenanigans a few days ago. I may or may not currently have a warrant because of it.
Oh,
Definitely a good distraction.
for sure.
But yeah, they've been keeping me in check and keeping an eye on me, and I've been keeping an eye on them, you know?
That's really good. When me and Miss Rena talked about our family and stuff, this was back when she was still part of the Raiders. I just love her confidence and how proud she was when she talked about how she joined the Raiders because I remember she said her mother wants her to be in the working in the film industry or something like that.
Yeah, I
She
never.
has her own. Sorry, go ahead.
I was never a fan of her mom. Just it's a lot of stuff that happened years back.
Yeah, yeah, that's very understandable. I also don't really have good relationship with my dad as well, and the last thing I wanted to hear is somehow my dad was working for Rena's mom.
Oh,
But luckily, I never get to see that bastard at all in the States.
Yeah, I can relate to the bad relationship with parent thing. I
Yeah.
think it's part of why Raina and I were so close, to be honest, is having that kind of shared.
I'm so sorry. You okay?
Did Jeremy hit somebody?
No, I'm off-duty EMS. Someone was trying to take me hostage.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid being taken hostage because, like, I'm not wearing my cut right
That,
now.
yeah,
And
that would be really awkward.
if I get grabbed and they try to check my ID, it becomes a whole problem for me. Because there's definitely some groups in the city that will not care that I have a warrant.
Yeah, yeah, that would be no good. You know, that reminds me of someone I know of. One time she got into a pursuit and she got away with it. But then right after that, she got taken hostage. So the cops showed up to the situation, realized that this hostage is the same person that they were in a pursuit earlier.
Oh,
So
that's
it was just like
unfortunate.
it was a very funny situation that right after dealing with the hostage negotiation, they were like, "Okay, ma'am, I need you to turn your back," and they put cuffs on her, and but she dipped. So that was a whole thing.
Yeah, that's my worry is, like, someone grabs me and take me hostage. And it's like, well, don't, please don't.
Yeah,
I have, like, a warrant and I'm gonna get fined so bad.
yeah. So what are you up to then?
I've just been riding a bicycle around because my leg's feeling better, so I'm just trying to get the strength back up.
Oh, nice.
Plus, I don't think they'll flag me on a bike. Well, a push bike anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully,
If they do, well, I guess I'm going to prison.
hopefully your name doesn't end up on the newspaper.
I hope not. I'm hoping I can outrun it. Hemsworth has been calling me every day because he's upset. He's spaghetti.
Wait, who?
Michael. Is his first name Michael? Hemsworth, the cop.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know which one. The
He's up.
guy.
He's upset because I got stolen right from under his nose because he was face deep in his MDT.
That's funny.
He was
He looks
alone
like
with me.
I see. He looks like Alex Shields, which is another cops. A funny guy.
Yeah, I don't know too many of the cops these days.
You know V Gray?
I do know Gravy.
Yeah, I often see Raiders and him fighting on Twitter. Pretty funny.
Yeah. He's not. Like, I don't like any cops on principle, but he's one of the few that I know will try to do right by you as best he can.
I can see that, and he's one of the few cops that I feel being respected as a EMS. You know, a lot of time cops tend to just ignore us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember how that goes.
Yeah, he is. I would definitely say he's one of the good ones.
Or PD getting snippy on scenes and yelling at
Yeah.
EMS, and EMS is just like, but I have a critical, and if you don't let me go, they're going to die, and that's gonna be on you.
Oh God. Yeah, that definitely happened before. There was time well, I cannot really say much, but basically they had a critical patient, and I was just dispatching. I'm gonna be staging, but they told me Pacific Q not to stage, even though it was all the way up in Polito.
They
I'm just
really
like,
don't get to make that
why?
call. It's not their department. They don't get to tell you, don't stage, it's gonna be a while.
Exactly. It's just so messed up.
Like that, EMS calls the shots on when, how, and why their medics to, like, stage.
Exactly.
Oh well. If other calls pop off and you're the only medic and you're staging, well, there's local EMS for a reason.
Exactly.
Does it suck
Some
for those people? Yeah, but
sometimes just gotta make a judgment call, you know, in those kind of situation.
yeah, sometimes I miss it.
I know that you used to be a EMS, but
I was deputy chief.
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, both before and immediately after the economic collapse. When the borders reopened, Kiki and I set about getting the apartment set back up, but a lot of stuff pushed us out before either of us were actually ready to leave the department in new hands.
So what made you quit?
There was a lot of people who, I don't want to say misunderstood what high command was doing, but a lot of people who just kind of talked behind our backs instead of to us, or would say one thing to our faces and then gossip behind our backs, spinning an entirely different story. And it got to the point where I said, if that's how it's going to be, then they can figure it out on their own. And I resigned.
I'm sorry to hear that you have to deal with that. It's never fun to deal with like rumors.
Yeah, I had my original intention when we came back was to stay with the department for 6 months. Maybe step down into command or down to a paramedic. And then probably ease into retirement. But I just ended up retiring all and stepping away entirely. For better or worse, I definitely, if I could do it over again, probably would have stuck it out a little longer, you know? Knowing the stuff that I know about how things went in the time after Kiki and I left, you know?
Yeah.
But I see EMS is in a vastly better place right now than it has been for the better part of the last 2 years.
100%. Even though I've been only in this department for a little bit more than a year, which I only got to see. The only two chief I have seen is Genevieve Sun and Savannah Wells, right? But I think at right now, I think we're at a very good, we're in a very good shape overall.
Yeah, I think,
And
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Savannah has lasted the longest in the chief position since the borders reopened.
honestly, I can see why. She is an enabler. She let other people to shine.
Yeah. She's got a good head on her shoulders. When it comes to putting people where they need to be, I think.
Yeah, it is not an easy journey, not just like within our own department, because you know in the past we dealt with some really dark time with like corruption and such, and even outside the department, just like you know the whole Kaya Pride situation, all that.
You wanna know what's funny? Not like in a haha funny way. It's not the first time Pred's done something like that. when Kiki was, I want to say, a lieutenant years back, him and I forget who else it was. It honestly might have been, I don't know. I know it was Kyle Pred, but he ocean dumped her and then said that she ocean dumped herself.
Oh,
Yeah. There was a whole court case about it.
what was the verdict? Do you remember?
I forget at this point. Because it was
It
so
must
long
be really
ago.
long.
Yeah, it was so long ago. He had a book that he handed out to people called The Green-Haired Witch.
The green-haired witch?
Yeah, Kiki had green hair at the time.
That's really messed up.
Yeah, it was not a good time. But I forget if he was found guilty or not, but I think it was Tessa had found her. I forget the exact circumstances around it, but so it's not the first time Pred's done, attacking EMS type thing. I think
It
she was
really
off
sucks.
duty when it happened though, so slightly different.
I see. Yeah, EMS, I feel like, are often stuck in a very awkward position that people really underappreciate them a lot. Um, just because they don't like, they're not like the frontline shooters, all that.
Hmm.
But they can definitely sing a lot of what's going on this island, the society, all that. And people tend to forget or even underestimate them. And that's why I feel like
True.
this is one of the reasons EMS oftentimes get picked on by people.
Yeah, I think people forget that EMS is well and truly supposed to be a neutral party. Like, they're
Yeah,
not gonna judge you, or ideally, they're not gonna snitch on you, quote unquote, unless their lives are directly in danger.
exactly.
But I will say, it's been good seeing a lot of EMS around.
Absolutely.
The times where there were no EMS really around made me miss volunteer EMS, to be honest. But I understand why that's not a thing anymore. Because can't be giving felons access to tourniquets and splints and IFAC.
Oh yeah, especially their free.
Yeah. Because, like, not to back in my day it, but, before the collapse, we didn't have, well, we had tourniquets and stuff, but, we just gave the volunteers bandages and said, good luck out there. Give them
I
ice packs
see.
and transport them to the hospital. Or they could just help them up on the scene. They didn't need to, break open an IFAC to get someone on their feet.
I see. It was very different then.
Yeah, we had exclusively had me branded supplies instead of the hospital branded supplies, which made volunteer EMS possible. But since the push for the hospital branded supplies, volunteer EMS was pretty much a no-go from the start.
Yeah. Hence why people sometimes call themselves old school medics.
Yep. They rely more on the me brand instead of the hospital brand. It's one of my big regrets when we came back was not pushing people to use the me branded medical supplies more.
Uh,
We were kind of
Look.
flying by the seat of our pants with that one.
Yeah, I'm glad nowadays we're a lot more pushing for the meat branded supply.
It's much better for everybody, in my humble opinion.
I agree, 100%. Though it definitely takes civilian a little bit time to get used to that.
Yeah. They get very used to things being one way.
Do you think you will ever come back?
I can't see myself leaving the Raiders anytime soon. And I'm not so sure PD would be happy to see me back on duty. Plus, I have
Oh,
some hag charges, so...
honestly, that's so valid.
Well, I do miss it sometimes. I just also know that I probably would only be eligible to do a ride along with Savannah, and she probably would not touch out the 10-foot pole because our relationship is tense at best.
What about Miss Charlotte?
Um, that's a whole different can of worms, Jeremy.
Well, she always called you her best friend.
Yeah, we just have a complicated relationship.
Yeah,
But I think I'm probably on the no-go list for ride-alongs.
that's fair.
I think hag charges kind of put a damper on
Yeah,
that one.
it's a hefty one. How's the other members doing? Like Miss Lottie?
I think she's doing as okay as she can. Uh, Raina tasked her with doing something for her. So I know that's probably been weighing on her a bit.
Let's see. I just hope whoever did this will get the consequence they deserve.
They will, sooner or later. You don't gotta worry about that.
Of course, yeah. I'm never that type of person. I can never see myself doing that kind of thing. Uh, Sometimes this is just the harsh reality, you know. And that's why I like to stay neutral most of the time.
Yeah, but you can rest assured it's more than just the Raiders that are upset about what happened to her.
For
So,
sure.
I have no doubts that if people find out who was responsible, that someone will get them.
It's good. Think um any thoughts on her funeral? Don't know if this is like a appropriate thing to ask.
Um, I haven't sat down to actually figure out like a day and time for it. I gotta talk to Wally. Her wishes were to be cremated, and I think what I'd like to do is scatter some. She said something about a cherry blossom tree. Um, and
That'd be
then
nice.
having some to scatter. With Semolina and Ash and Jackie if she'd like to be there.
see.
So, just a matter of sorting details at this point.
If
But
there's anything you need help with in that regard, uh, please let me know. Whether it is just like spread the words to people or I don't know, like catering or something.
I appreciate that.
Of course. I know that obviously compared to you, I'm not like as close to Miss Rena, but I still would like to share the burden with you guys.
I appreciate that. So like I said earlier, she always spoke pretty highly of you.
Really appreciate. I was in the past, yes, there was quite a lot of intense moments, and her or her loved ones were in need of medical, and honestly, being there for them was just like, you know, just even though it's just doing my job, but I'm just glad I was able to be there to help them because I know them a little bit better than, let's say, another random PMS.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to sound like
No,
so.
I know what you mean. Some medics form closer relationships with different people throughout the city.
Yeah. With that being said, I hope this conversation will hopefully at least make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, actually, it did.
Glad. Right. With that being said, I'm probably gonna go to bed in a bit.
Alright. You have a good night, Jeremy.
You have a good night as well.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye.
That was really sweet. We love Jeremy. Cass is on duty with him quite a bit. Did we text Owen Bradshaw? We should text Siren. I'm just... think I'm never going to be allowed to be happy again. Like, she has her moments of being happy, but, like, what she means by that is, like, sustained, like, I don't feel sad today kind of happiness. Hello?
Hi, you're still awake.
I am still awake.
Uh, what you doing?
Sitting in Legion.
Sitting in Legion. Why are you sitting in Legion?
I'm down by the water.
Why are you down by the water?
Because it's pretty?
Okay, yeah, but why?
Why not?
Are you having a minty beer? Or...
I mean, there's not really much I can do right now because, you know, warrant.
Oh, that's right. Well, I was told I can't do crime in the car that I'm borrowing, so I guess I can't also do crime.
Whose car are you borrowing?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Whose car are you borrowing?
I've been riding around on my bicycle.
Your bicycle.
Yeah. What the fuck am I hearing?
You said you're by the water?
Yeah, I just heard a very strange motorcycle.
It's crazy. I don't see you.
What do you mean you don't see me? I'm sitting on a bench.
Sitting on a bench. Sitting on a. Oh, I see you.
Don't see you. Where are you?
I'm in laundry and I'm running.
Oh, now I see you.
Ah! What are you wearing?
What do you mean, what am I wearing?
You look like a lumberjack.
Well, I can't exactly look like me right now, can I?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Like, it's not like a murder warrant or anything. It's just, I don't want to pay a $60,000+ fine right now.
That's fair. That's fair.
I didn't ask to be broken out of custody.
Nope.
I told you Raina's tarot deck is missing, right?
No. Maybe she misplaced it.
I tore her house up. The nurse at the hospital said it wasn't with her when she came in. She always has that deck with her.
Yeah.
And the only thing seen from Link or Faraday in the last week is Link posting that goddamn picture.
What picture?
The night Raina went into surgery, he posted a photo of him, me, and her up in Polito.
Wait, who? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lincoln
I was responding to a
Page.
text.
Yeah.
Lincoln Page.
My half-brother. Faraday's husband.
Oh. Well, why did he do that?
Don't know. He's the one that brought Raina to her. And did Lonnie tell you about the last 2 pages that Raina wrote?
No.
She called it her deathbed confession.
Alright, don't mind me. I'm gonna need a cigarette. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna rewind a little bit to when Raina woke up. She traced some letters on my hand, and the
Okay.
letters spelled out Marty there. And it's like, are you saying Marty was there? Marty meaning Marty Holiday. Well, according to the last 2 pages she wrote, and this is what Lottie told me, she reaffirmed the fact that Marty was there, and I can't do a goddamn thing about that. The only 2 people I can do jack shit about are Faraday and Link. And I don't know. I'm just confused about why the fuck he was there, you know?
So Link, Faraday, and
Marty.
were all there when Raina got hurt.
Faraday's the one that stabbed her. We're
Oh,
not.
Fuck! I didn't know that. I didn't know
Mhm.
that. What the fuck? Why? Why?
So, when Faraday came here, she came to us from the Washington chapter. And she prospected in with us, and Mason was assigned as her sponsor. He was very attentive to her, as he was trying to prove that he could do it. He was a little too attentive. When she got hurt, he took care of her. And, mind you, to my knowledge, nothing happened. Stayed in a bed with her. I was right outside the door. And she caught feelings for him. Confessed those feelings. And Mason was like, whoa, nope, 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 nope. Told me about it. To my knowledge, shut it down. Fast forward to June of last year. Mason, I guess, was dealing with some things, didn't want to talk to me about it, and went into full self-destruct mode and kissed Faraday. He was not happy that she was dating Link. I guess she called him on it. And he kissed her. And it kickstarted this whole drama that I'm not going to get into too much. Faraday shot Link 7 times in the chest in front of me and Raina. Fun fact. Because Link wouldn't leave her alone after she asked him to leave her alone. Because she broke up with him or some shit. Faraday eventually says, fuck this, I'm washing my hands of it. Because she realized that Mason wasn't going to leave me for her. But she still carried a torch for him, was still obsessed with him. Like, so obsessed with him. When that whole debacle was going on, I intentionally told Marty, yeah, Mason came back to the house last night and we slept together. Because I knew he would let it slip to Faraday, and Faraday was furious with Mason. Which was rich, considering, like, 1, it was just a kiss. 2, I'm pretty sure Mason was just feeding her bullshit. So the summer passes. Link and Faraday move up to Washington. I guess they start, I don't know, working their shit out. And so they're getting married. Right. It's like the end of September. And Mason wrote Faraday a letter. And she wrote him back basically confessing that she still was in love with him, that it should be him that she was planning her future with. Because he read me the letter. Because he was being open and upfront with me about it. Because, like, we were starting to talk through all of our shit. And actually try to work through things and figure our shit out both independently and together. So, you know, she still carried a torch for him. October comes. Mason and I are separated. We say until the end of November, and we'll figure out where we go from there. I got frustrated and told him he could have the divorce because we just weren't on the same page of what trying to work on being friends even looked like. It was around this time that Lane and I had started sleeping together, which Mason, guess what? Had told her, go for it, because that dumb motherfucker thought I was gonna say no.
Yeah.
We work it out, like work through that. Ultimately, he just wanted me to be happy, wanted Lane to be happy, but that's like so unrelated to most of this. It just added to the frustration that he had, you know? Because, like, Lane was his like one of his best friends, and I was his wife and his old lady. And then Wally. Wally told him that he was leaving, which is something Wally was able to do. I can't really get into it because it's club stuff, but he was able to do it
I don't know.
on good terms and stuff. And that set Mason off. He said a lot of awful things to both Wally and Raina that night and stormed off. And I texted him. I was like, "Are you okay?" He said, "Don't talk to me." And, you know, me being me, I was like, "Is that like a right now thing, or is that like a don't talk to me ever?" And my dumb ass, thinking he was gonna go do something stupid, chased him down the beach. He got into a screaming match, and he pulled his gun and fired a shot, like, to the left of me. He wasn't trying to shoot me, he was trying to scare me, but he told Lane about it when he was drunk, and that was that.
What?
He wasn't well, Charlie.
V, please tell me you were done with him after that. Please don't tell me please don't tell me there's more. Did you forgive him?
I didn't blame him. Not when the whole thing could have been avoided if I didn't follow him down the beach when he was clearly not in the right frame of mind, and I knew that he was going to do something stupid.
Okay, but he clearly didn't care enough about you to not do that. He wanted to scare you. Why do you... Oh, okay, I'm sorry, continue. Continue.
So, he self-snitches to Lane, he gets drunk, I follow to the hospital because Remy called me. I end up not staying outside the ICU ward because I know that would just piss him off even more. The next day we have a conversation. He tells me he no longer wants me to be his old lady. He doesn't think we should be friends. Like, we're fully divorced at this point. I call Lane in tears. She flies back from California. I tell her about... Actually, no. Shit. I think I had flown out to California. I forget the timeline. Either way, a day or so later, Lane and I have a conversation about, you know, what happens now that Mason says he doesn't want me as his old lady. Because he's like, Monday at Chapter, I'm going to tell the club I don't want you as my old lady. Turns out, Monday at Chapter, he was set to be blooded out.
Oh, fuck.
He did apologize to me in the end. He, the day after we had the conversation about not being friends anymore, he sewed the compass rose back on my cut, and that was like our patch, you know? We had this thing that we'd say to each other of like, you know where home is, and I know what he did was fucked up. But I think part of why I found that I was able to forgive him is because the last 2 months he was alive, something was wrong. It doesn't justify what he did, and I'm not trying to make excuses for him.
No, but it's somebody that you cared about, so you look at them with different glasses than regular glasses or whatever. Whatever the phrase is.
Rose-colored glasses,
When you,
yeah.
When you look at someone that you care about, the red flags don't look like red flags because you got rose-colored glasses on, yeah.
It's not even like the red flag's not red flagging, it's objectively, when I look back now, mentally something was wrong.
Yeah.
So he flees.
Is this not club stuff?
Well, I can tell you this because it's on the docket.
Oh.
From when
okay,
Wally
sorry,
got caught for
listening.
his murder. That's the only reason why I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Because the text message that Lane sent him is on the docket. Saying that he
Oh.
is stripped of his founder status and is no longer considered a raider.
Well, shit. Alright,
Yeah.
continue. My bad.
That's,
My fault.
Yep. Didn't you know that Wally got arrested for his murder?
Oh, well, yeah. I just never looked at the docket. I didn't
Yeah,
look at
no.
the court
If-
case
if-
because we threw a
If
pool
those
party
texts
at the
weren't
block.
if those texts weren't on the docket, I wouldn't be telling you nearly half this. But those
Oh.
texts are on the docket and part of the case that they made against Wally. So, like, I feel pretty okay telling you, like, Mason was supposed to be blooded out and he fled.
Yeah.
So, he's MIA for a month and he comes back. He pinged me to a spot in Sandy and had left flowers, you know, the fake flowers that you can buy. He had left them there, and they were ones that I had given him for Valentine's Day last year. Was it last year or was it after? I forget.
Oh, boy.
And I ended up leaving a note pleading him to leave town again at a spot that was important to us. Not for my sake, but for his sister's sake. And, you know, eventually he shoots Raina and Wally kills him. Well, when I told Faraday, it was in person. Her and Link had flown in. And she took her mask off and said, "Fuck this club," before walking away. Then last week, Link came to town, and it was the day that Wally had, and Raina, you know, talked about divorce. I was like, well, maybe you should get out of town for a while, and Link suggested they go to Washington. They dropped me off at my house. Raina said that she had to go to the bank, and I thought nothing of it. I go lay down, and the next thing I know, I have a missed call from Wally, and I see Faraday posting on Twitter, and I have a text from her saying that you couldn't give me what I wanted, so I took the thing you love most. Link texted me some shit about our dad being right about me. Faraday killed Raina because she couldn't have Mason and because Mason's dead.
Fuck whoever this person is.
Ignoring the fact that if Mason had wanted to leave me for her, he would have. Ignoring the fact that it was Mason's actions that put him where he was, not anybody else's. Mason chose to come back knowing what was waiting for him, Charlie. He came back here knowing he was going to die.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, right, is Faraday was one of the most club-minded people I knew. But I guess that all goes out the window for some dick. that she
Wow, what a
was never
statement.
going to get, by the way. Because
Yeah,
again, I
that's,
point to, if he wanted to, he would have.
That's the saying. That's the saying. If somebody cares about you enough, or yeah, if he wanted to, he would. If someone cares about you enough, they'll do some stuff, crazy shit. Or just stand up for you in general when the public opinion is terrible.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Marty factors into this, because he hasn't been with the club for months now. And he hated Mason. So why the fuck is he helping Faraday, quote unquote, avenge him? Which, by the way, Mason would have fucking hated.
Maybe he's into the one of the other two people, like Link or Faraday.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Uh, people do crazy things for those that they love and care
And
about.
I love my sister. But I can't be out here starting a fucking gang war to avenge her, you know?
Wait, with who?
Well, if I want to get answers from Marty, that would not go well.
Who's Marty with?
The hounds.
Oh, right.
So, you know, can't really do anything there.
Right.
So it's like, well, fuck, what do I do? And that's... The answer there is bide my time until I can go after Lincoln Faraday, because that's not going to start a war. That's not going to cause a headache.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even the first time Marty shot Raina.
That's
Well, I don't know if he
crazy.
shot her. Let me backtrack that. Raina indicated, you know, scratch at her head. I'm like, was he the one that shot you? And she shrugged. So there was a potential there. But so let me rephrase that. It's not the first time Marty was there. Marty shot Raina months ago, which led to him no longer being in the club.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he got them the gun, if he shot her, if Link shot her. I don't think Faraday would have stabbed and shot her. And Raina kept scratching at her head after she put Marty there on my hand, which leads me to think it was him.
So Faraday stabs Raina,
Raina.
and then Marty.
And then one of the three
Shoots her?
shoots her.
Interesting.
I haven't read the note. I don't know if Raina said that he did it. But after she traced his name and there on my hand, she kept scratching at her head. Like by where the
Wow.
wound was. What does that sound like to you?
Trying to tell you who did it.
And like, I can't confront him on it. And this is not me asking you to
Yeah.
confront him. 'Cause
I wasn't going to. Honestly, if I'm being so for real, James has been the most kind to me during the past week and a half of my life. The most understanding, the most forgiving, and it's really been surprising. So for one, not in a gang. I don't have anyone to back me. For two, I love Reina, but it doesn't sound like it's my place.
It's the bitch of it, right? And Wally's probably not going to do anything either because.
Hello?
What the fuck?
You see that too?
Yes.
What the fuck?
So like Marty's just this gray area of like no one can really do shit because they're either affiliated or they're unaffiliated and don't really have backing to do anything.
Yeah.
It'd be different if Reina was still wearing a cut.
100%. And if she was still wearing a cut, I doubt that they would have done that to her.
Probably not.
Because she would have backing. She would have people that would go after somebody else and start a war.
Yeah.
Where is Marty in the hierarchy of hounds?
Prospect, I think.
Do they know what he did?
I have
His
no
involvement?
I have no idea. The only
Interesting.
proof that we have that he was there is Reina's writing and her telling me. And we don't exactly have the best relationship with the hounds to be like, hey yo,
Yeah.
was your prospect there? Like,
yeah. Yeah. I wish I could help.
yeah. And I trust that this conversation goes no further than me and you, because I probably said some stuff that I shouldn't, but most of it was docket stuff.
You can trust me. I won't take this anywhere. I gotta keep the friends that I have. I'm not trying to fuck over anybody.
But like, everything that Reina indicated points to he might have been the one to pull the trigger, and if not pull the trigger, he must have gotten them the gun. Because unless they had time to go down to the sewers before meeting up with Reina. Because we know it was a sewer gun. That's what killed her. But then it just goes back to why the fuck would he do it when he already shot her months ago? Because of something that Wally and I apparently did.
You know, me and Reina had a conversation. I don't even know when at this point because I've had so many conversations for the past week and a half, but we had a conversation, a heart to heart, and I was talking about how I wanted clarification on Rue. Not that she could tell me much, but on Rue and Finn's relationship, friendship, whatever it was at the end, you know? And Reina told me that when you have loved ones that are not in the club, that are not in the gang with you, they are your weakness. People will use them against you, and that is what they did. They used Reina against you, they used Reina against Wally. She was a weakness for you and for Wally, and if I guess if Faraday thought about it enough, she couldn't hurt you without having your entire club behind you, you know? So the next best thing was to hurt your sister, whom you love very much and are very close with, you know?
But here's the bitch of it. Faraday was still a nomad for the Raiders. That's the crazy thing.
Okay, crazy thing.
So it's like, She was still risking club retaliation by doing this. Depending on how the club viewed it.
Yeah. Are you still talking?
No.
Oh. I thought I went deaf for a second. I
No,
got so
I was
scared.
very quiet.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Repeat what you said after. That's the crazy thing.
I forget what I said after. That's the crazy thing, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I gotta talk to Wally, see what he wants to do.
Have you spoken to Molly recently?
Not too in depth. Not much. We did a job together, but, you know, we weren't talking about Raina and what happened.
Yeah. I was just curious if, Wally and Finn talked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Finn heard, well, I told Finn because we were having a conversation about other things, and Raina was brought up, and I, mentioned to him that she had passed away, and he wanted to reconnect with Wally, I guess. So, in curiosity, I wanted to know if they did. I haven't talked to Finn since then.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Wally's been around pretty sporadically.
Yeah.
Just a fucked up situation where it's like there's one player you can't touch because that would just invite a whole shitstorm that, while we all love Raina dearly, it's just not worth it. I'm not saying she's not worth it, it's just risk versus reward. What do we get out of it? Revenge is great, but it also comes at a cost. And I don't think Raina would like the cost, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I gotta think about too, is what would Raina want?
I don't know what she would want. I can guess that Raina would, first of all, want you and Wally to be okay. I think that she would want you guys to celebrate her life and how she was and not. Which is really difficult to say, but I don't think that she would want you guys to be sad forever, you know?
No, she wouldn't. It's like,
She would want you to remember all of the good things that happened.
I'm just kind of stuck in this loop of thinking of like, I want nothing more than to go at my brother and his wife. But
Yeah.
then that just continues the fucking cycle of avenging someone who, in all honesty, probably wouldn't want you risking yourself to avenge them.
I don't think Raina would want you to put yourself in a position, or Wally in a position. Sorry, sirens. I'm getting distracted.
No, you're fine.
I don't think ADHD. I'm really locking it in here, okay, V?
Lock it in, lock it in.
Lock it in, lock it in. I've also had so many serious conversations the past couple of days. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. But I'm here. I'm here for you. I don't think Raina would want you or Wally to put yourselves in a situation where, yeah, you're avenging her, but you're also putting yourself and the club at risk. I know she she loves you. She loved you, and she loved Wally, and she was a part of the Raiders. She loved you guys, and I'm sure we didn't really speak much about it, but and if we did, I'm chopped and I can't remember, but I don't think that Reina would want you to put yourself or the club or Wally at risk. As much as you want answers, as much as you want payback, as much as you want those things, it would put you at risk on multiple levels. And what if this is what they wanted? What if they wanted to start a war?
That's the other thing. It's like, I just don't understand the rationale behind bringing Marty there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like, it just does not make sense to me.
Sorry, dude. I wish I had answers for you.
The only thing I can think of is, like, maybe he was the only connection Lincoln and Faraday have left outside the Raiders. But even still, why have him there? And I'm never gonna get the answer to that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Riley texted me.
It's okay. I've been texting back and forth too. I'm sorry, dude. Seems like a tough situation.
It sucks.
I miss her.
Yeah. I keep
I
tearing
don't
up when I
think
pass the library, so, you know, we're doing
Yeah.
great out here.
Kian is getting me a job there too, so I can't imagine walking in there and not seeing Reina behind the counter, you know?
Advertising her tarot readings.
God, I could use a tarot card reading right now. I'm so bad in my life. Nobody did it better than her.
Except for Nancy Flutterbottom. You remember her?
Nancy!
You
Yes.
remember her?
Yes. She used to flirt with me behind the bar at Tequila La when I worked there.
Her
It was a
tarot card
compliment.
readings were scarier than Reina's. On God, for real, for real.
I know. At one point, she had cut me off. She was like, "You coming in here too much. You gotta wait in between card readings." And I was like, "Please, I don't know what to do. I need guidance."
Nancy, I need you.
Nancy, please.
Nancy, please. Come back. I would
I
not look
miss
forward to
Tequila
telling
Mom.
her about Reina.
Me neither.
If I see Nancy Flutterbottom's name on Twitter, I'm just going back to bed and saying I'm dealing with that one later. I don't have the spoons to
Pass.
tell Nancy right now. I love her to pieces. I haven't seen her in years, but oh my god. I am an emotional terrorist gremlin. I have to replace my B tarot deck.
What?
I have
Pretty
to
sure what?
I have to replace my go-to tarot deck.
Why?
Or at least find a replacement card. I left the equivalent of the High Priestess card with Reina.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
The chase.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just heard a cop said, I'm T-Pain. I think he's singing.
I think it might have been Hemsworth, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm T-Pain. You know me. some. I know the song. I don't know
Yeah,
the
it's-
lyrics.
I am impressed by Air One's maneuvering, I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck Air One.
Fuck Air One, but I am impressed by the pilot's skills.
No. I stabbed Skylar Sparks the other day.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Twitter.
Yeah.
So that's done.
Yeah, and I think I did the. It was the shittiest thing I have ever done in my life, and I've made some shitty decisions, right? But that is
Uh-huh.
the shittiest thing I have ever done.
First time
I
stabbing
felt-
someone that you cared about in some capacity?
No.
Or is it how you did it that makes you feel shitty?
There's how I did it. Because when I tell you the full story, V, you might look at me differently.
Go for it.
So I did that shit where I told her to leave, go back to work. Didn't say she was being hunted. I didn't say by who. And then Evie and Dean were disappointed and doesn't matter. And so I realized that I chose Skylar over my gang and that I needed to change and I needed to lock in or else I was gonna be my gang was gonna disband. I knew that right then and there. That if I didn't lock in, I didn't make better choices, that because of me that my gang was gonna fall apart. Well, Evie and Dean no, I went and Skylar found me. I was doing coke and Skylar found me, was concerned, and I broke things off with her and I said, this cannot continue. I can't be selfish. I can't see you because I have to put my gang first. And she didn't react well and she blocked me. Not even 5 minutes later, Evie and Dean had kidnapped Eleanor, held her at gunpoint, and told me to bring Skylar. Fun fact, I cannot find a fucking payphone for my life. They are not the same from way back when, and it pisses me off. I just want you to know that, okay? And because she blocked me, I couldn't get her out, and I couldn't. had a really rough conversation with Evie and Dean. They held Eleanor at gunpoint, and I had to say that I didn't lie to them, that I sorry, I got a little distracted. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Evie and Dean had Eleanor at gunpoint, and I told them that I told Skylar to go away. I never said that she was in danger. I never said that anybody was hunting her. I just told her to go away, and they took that as snitching.
Oh,
And then they said that they were disappointed. They labeled me as a snitch. They said that our connection was cut off towards, I'm assuming, hibbeepies. And Eleanor ripped me a new one after I literally broke down and told her that I literally just chose the gang instead of being selfish. And that didn't matter to her. That my feelings did not matter. I was crying and telling her all of the shit that was on my plate. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me sooner? We could have worked through this together. And I said, I couldn't come to you as a friend when I was supposed to be your gang leader. And she said that that wasn't good enough. So I flew to Florida immediately to go see Ash, because damn was I down bad already. And I love Ash, you know that. And she's the sane one, voice of reason, you know?
yeah, she always has been.
Always. So I flew down to Florida. I guess Bailey and Eleanor spoke, and I'm coming back around late Saturday night because I got, a notification that Raina was in the ICU, and I flew back that night. I did some jobs with Eleanor. I thought everything was fine. Sunday, me, Eleanor, and Bailey talk. Bailey's pissed, rightfully so, but she didn't really hear my side. She only heard Eleanor's, didn't really give me a chance. We decided that we were going to talk to Marie on Monday when she got back. And probably talk about disbanding because I didn't feel like I was a good enough leader, among other things. And let me back up. Saturday, when I flew back, I made the decision to get a burner and to lure Skylar in and make her think that I chose her, because my whole life was falling apart and I led her on. I let her think that she would get close to me. If anything, I snitched on myself about the things that I was doing in my criminal life. Just me, not anybody else, to let her think that she was close to me. Um, sorry. Sunday, so that was Saturday night. Sunday, talked to Bailey and Eleanor. We decided that we're going to probably disband and talk to Marie on Monday. And they went off to go do their own thing. I went off to go do my own thing. And maybe an hour or two later, they called me back to the block. And they stabbed me and said that they had to distance themselves from a snitch, and that the choices that I made me a shit leader, and nothing I could do could change their opinion. Monday rolls around, Marie comes around. I tell her, she calls me the same thing. And that would hurt more than anything because Marie's my best fucking friend. And for anyone to understand what I did, I thought it would be her. But it's fine. all three of them went to go hang out with. I don't know, actually. I don't know what they did. I can only assume they went to go hang out with Habibis, because that's where they've been. Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm still secretly in contact with Skylar because, again, I was leading her on, making her think that I was choosing her,
Hey, dude.
and I was setting up a trap until Evie and Dean reached out to me because I was going to make things right. Apparently, Evie got stabbed by someone, and the person that stabbed her blamed me and said that they were doing it for Charlie. And I have no idea, absolutely no clue who stabbed her. And they took me. They stabbed me in the back. They waterboarded me with gasoline and set me on fire because I wouldn't give up who stabbed Evie.
Kind of hard for you to do when you don't know who did it.
Yep.
This whole thing just feels like one little thing that got blown so far out of proportion it's not even funny.
You're telling me. You're telling me.
It's like, sure, is there an
I'm
implicit...
not done. Not done.
Oh my god, there's more?
Yes. Yes.
I'm about to twat something out. Hold on. Is it Billy Mays, the OxyClean guy that said, but wait, there's more?
I have no idea.
But wait, there's more. Sorry, that's all I could think of when you said that there was more.
But wait, there's more. Oliver, 3 installments of 1999. One of those infomercials that came on in the middle of the night that you woke up.
And then you hated it because you just wanted to watch cartoons, but
like
there was nothing on television after 3 a.m. It was all infomercials.
All infomercials.
Kids today have it easy, man.
Mm-hmm. That they do. They'll never have the the childhood experience of
for 1999 you can own the today's best romantic hit or whatever the fuck that commercial was.
Yeah. So the next day, I have a really long talk with Ben, and I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it out there, but I'm in love with Ben. He's said that he cares about me a lot, and he's choosing his club over me, which is fine, and he doesn't want to put me at risk, and that it's not worth risking me and risking a relationship. So it is what it is, right? And that's a lot of what I talked to Raina about. But I have acknowledged that I have those feelings, and that's where I am. And I had a really long and hard conversation with Finn, and he told me that I have to do something crazy. Even gave me the shit off his back because he said it would be hot if I stabbed Skylar or did something crazy to Skylar in his shirt. And I won't say that I was already planning on doing something, but I wanted Dean and Evie to be there, but Finn kind of pushed me towards acting sooner rather than later. So, I saw that Skylar was around. I contacted her on the burner phone to her, either her burner or her main phone. I don't really remember. She told me that she got suspended because when I got taken by Habibis, that she had done something that conflicted her. And so she was on suspension. For me, by the way. Which is crazy because if somebody would have given me the chance, the fact that I, Charlie Moore, conflicted a marshal I could have fucking used that. Somebody could have used that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm untrustworthy now, oh, sorry. I'm really angry about that whole thing.
I don't blame
And
you.
I'm trying not to be because somebody somewhere could have used that, you know? But anyways, she got suspended, and so she was going back on duty because I guess it was the end of her suspension. And I told her that I wanted to meet up and talk because I had a rough day, and um, I took her to her favorite spot in the city, and I stabbed her in the neck, took a picture, and put it on Twitter. And then I got drunk on a hill, smoked on a hill, and Air One was flying around me, and I was in a chase, I think, for 10 to 15 minutes. Benny tried to rescue me from the hospital, and that was a shocker in itself. He said that I had been through enough. So he was just trying to help out, but I was just shocked, you know? I'm not an ADMC, so it was just interesting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I twatted out what I did, and Evie said it was too late. But I think at this point where I'm at in my current life is that I don't give a fuck anymore. People are going to push the narrative that they want to push. I'm not untrustworthy. I've never told Skylar. I never told Skylar anything that would get anybody else arrested.
Yeah, I still understand how you telling her, like, I guess by saying go back to work, you're implicitly stopping something, but, like, you didn't tell her something. You were just telling her, nah, get out of here, go back to work, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like, what were you supposed to do? Stall and keep her there when... I don't
Well,
know.
we were hanging out.
Yeah.
I did genuinely like her at first. I think if I wasn't, which I'm not now, but I thought if maybe we had met under different circumstances, I do think that it could have blossomed into something.
Well, okay. So, I'm just curious of, like, did Dean and Evie ask you to keep her there, or...
Yes. Evie put it our friendship on the line and said, well, if we were friends, you would do this for me.
That's shitty. Like, honestly,
Yep.
shitty. And manipulative, to be honest.
That's what I said, but nobody wants to hear that part. Nobody wants to hear that part.
And my hot take, even though fuck the marshals, fuck PD, you're under no obligation to keep someone there because someone not in your gang is asking you to, who you don't owe shit to. They can do their own fucking dirty work. I don't really constitute that as snitching, but snitching would be actively telling her, Skylar, you gotta go. Dean and Evie are coming after you. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Now. Get out of here before I have to watch you get shot. Dramatic.
Yeah. I mean, we just met. Like, it wasn't like we had been talking for weeks on end. We had just met. I just don't like the idea of someone getting hurt because of me. Like, it doesn't matter that she's
Fair,
Marshall. She
Lulu.
doesn't matter how soon I met her. It doesn't matter how I cared about her. I did care about her in some sense because she's a human being that I was actively sleeping with. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this whole thing has been blown out of proportion, and the fact that my own gang members decided to be on the Habibi side is absolutely fucking crazy. And the fact that I'm being blamed for being a shit leader is still crazy to me.
I don't disagree with you hearing your side of it now. Of just like, you were under no obligation to Dean and Evie to keep someone somewhere. Is my hot take. Do your own fucking dirty work.
What is this local doing?
I don't know. The locals are being weird. I've never seen them do this in Legion. I'm not gonna lie.
What is happening? We get some ops over here?
Maybe. But like, my hot take here is just, you were under no obligation to the Habibis to keep Skylar there, number one. Number two, do your own fucking dirty work. Number three, it's not snitching if you didn't tell her what was going on.
I didn't tell her shit. Actually, it was. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, if there was things that we couldn't say to each other, we would say for legal reasons. I cannot tell you. And it was low key a part of the appeal.
Did you see last night's episode?
I was dumb and horny and curious, and
We were
there was
online
a forbidden
all
aspect
night.
of it that I was curious about.
I just
She was a
got
marshal.
pair of
At any
gaming
moment, she could have
glasses.
arrested me, and I think that's what gave me an adrenaline rush.
Text me later.
And it was a part of the appeal. Again, but dumb and horny, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. It just, from where I'm sitting, just seems like something that got blown so far out of proportion so quick.
This local staring at me.
They're so weird, dude.
I don't know. I think
The other side of the street.
I think the snitch is a little bit of a stretch.
It absolutely is. It's not like you were cooperating with the marshals to
No.
fuck over Dean and Evie. Like, in
No.
my head, a snitch is someone who is going out of their way to inform cops and marshals about something that's going on, be it drug deals, boosts, stuff like that. Gun running, that kind of shit. It's not telling the person you're sleeping with, hey, why don't you just go back to work? I had stuff I gotta go do. Like, what? That's not snitching.
Retweet. She also ran me a lot of Finn, and I think that's also a part of the appeal. Because she put her job first, she was emotionally unavailable, and her personality was a lot like Finn's. Unfortunately, I was replacing Finn with Skylar. Which is, again, another shitty thing that I did. Because she filled that spot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really judge you for how you lured Skylar out, given, let's see, when I slit Charlotte's throat, I lured her to the lighthouse knowing full well what I was going to do, under the pretext of having a conversation about, the stuff that led to me leaving EMS. About, like, some stuff that happened with her and Kiki, because I had learned more information about it. And then Joanna, who I had a conversation with at the Del Perro Pier, under the pretext, I forget why I stabbed her. But I stabbed her. Mason was there for that one. And then a couple months later, Joanna whacked me over the head with a wrench because I told her that the voices in her head were never coming back because they were all dead. That was fun.
Jesus Christ, V.
I
God.
thought the tough love approach was the right call. It was not. I miscalculated.
Apparently. I was trying to wingman for Patrick and Joanna.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Patrick got so pissed.
That's a whole complicated situation there in of
Oh,
itself.
I'm sure. I'm sure Patrick hasn't spoken to me since, other than random
Joe had...
hashing.
They stopped being friends for a period of time. It was a whole thing. Joanna hasn't been the same since she was married to Ember. I fucking hate Ember so much.
I appreciate you hearing my side of the story. Not a lot of people are giving me that opportunity. They're saying that I'm a snitch, and that is as far as it's going.
Well, to be so for real, you're the one I've known for over 10 years.
Well, yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
I don't know jack shit about Dean. I don't know jack shit about Evie. I have...
Okay. Well, let's take the 10 years out of the equation. Would you still heard me out? Would you still believe my side?
Okay, here's the thing. If I was just, like, some random person who, like, just met you in the last, like, month or two, I might have, like, heard you out to an extent, but I wouldn't have like sat here for the whole thing. I would have been like, all right, Charlie, just cut to the fucking chase. But like, I'm not gonna write you off of something that people I barely know, who probably have their own agenda to and narrative to push.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if other people in my club want to think what they want to think, whatever, but
I think, I know I told this to somebody else too, but if our friendship ever risks your rep, I would rather you just pick yourself. It's not worth it. I've made my bed, as some other people have put it, and I'm lying in it. But I am taking responsibility for it. I am trying to make steps to help the situation and my credibility, but I think in some people's eyes, sleeping with a marshal was the worst thing I've ever done. Which is
as if some of these people haven't slept with cops. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Worst, B.
Even
That's
still,
what I've heard.
even still. Here's the thing though, marshals don't really do investigations into gangs all that much. They're concerned with like enemies of the state and like corruption, from my understanding. They could not give less of a shit about the day-to-day operations of a gang. Is my loose understanding of the marshals. Unless you're like, you know, trafficking vast quantities of drugs or guns. Then they kind of give a shit about you.
Yeah.
But like, my understanding of the marshals has always been that they're more focused on higher level crime. They don't give a shit about your basic street gang. Unless they have to. They're kind of supposed to be the watchers of the who watches the watchers. With the PD being the original watchers, if that makes sense. At least that's always been my understanding of the marshals as an entity. It's like they're still law enforcement, so fuck them, but they're also the ones that are supposed to hold PD accountable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, still, like, don't trust them, but I think they're more focused on terrorists and I don't know, man. Either way, I'm pretty sure almost every gang has either former cops, people who have slept with cops, people who are currently sleeping with cops. So
Yeah, but I'm the worst person ever because I didn't into a relationship with her. Never
the
snitched on
Hounds
anybody.
literally have 2 former cops. No, 3. They have Lovesick, they have Flop, they have Oshira. Oshira was a marshal!
That's crazier, actually.
So, like, you know... I don't know where people... Granted, I don't know if the Habibis have any ex-cops. They have a former doctor, because Ivy used to be a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm being cordial with Eleanor and Bailey. Well, mainly Eleanor. I haven't spoken to Bailey because we have the court case coming up and Eleanor's involved. And they stole $120,000 from me.
Well, that's fucked up.
And Oxy, which Oxy was like the gang's Oxy, so it's like whatever. But And then on top of going around, apparently they're going around to all of the gangs with gang resumes and talking about how they stabbed me.
That's crazy.
And it's funny because when they stabbed me, they said that they were doing it for my own good, so that I can be happy because they love me so much as a friend. I would never in a million years.
We took one of them hostage the other day.
I would never in a million years stab my friend because I decided that I don't want to be in the gang anymore. And never in a million years when my friend well, actually, I don't think I would ever steal from a friend or even a person that I know. Because I think stealing from other people that have worked very hard for what they have is not only scummy, but it was washed cash that I had paid them for. Like, because I was the one who was cleaning all the money, and I had paid them what they gave me, so it wouldn't get confusing, so I didn't have to keep track. And so it's like I feel like not only did I give them my money in my bank account, but then they took the money that I paid them for. So it's like so fucking frustrating.
That's insane.
And I'm just supposed to sit here with a smile on my face and be okay with it all and just forgive them.
No, fuck that. Alright. I think it's getting time for me to go lay down.
Appreciate talking with me and hearing me
Yeah.
out.
I mean, you're one of my oldest friends, Charlie. So
I know, but it's still
I'm not
nice.
going to blindly believe what other people say.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. One thing out of this whole thing is that I've realized how many people actually care about me and not just what people are saying on the street.
Yeah.
I don't think I can ever forgive myself for what I did to Skylar. If I'm being honest, I know she's a marshal. I know I did what I did because I wanted to. I'm so sorry. There's a phone call that I have to take because what the fuck?
Who is it?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hey, happy birthday. Sure, sure. Yeah, wasn't expecting you to call. Oh, well, yeah, because it's your birthday and you should see nice things on your birthday. No, you can ping me. Okay. Over in Vespucci? Where we went on the tugboat the other day? Oh, yeah, yeah, and then I was... Yeah, I remember. Oh, don't worry about it. I will see you soon. He wants to talk. I'm so fucking
Okay.
confused.
Don't die.
Okay, I won't. Hey, hold on to this for me. Hold on to this.
You're not taking any weapons, are you?
Nope. Sure the fuck not, because that's all I have, and I don't have a lot of money.
Okay.
Matter of fact, hold on to this too. I don't want to lose that. What else do I
Alright.
have on me?
I'll get it back to you when I can.
And this, thank you so much. I can never be too safe.
Because I'm going to bed, so
It's fine. It's fine. He wouldn't. He wouldn't do anything to me.
Yeah, just be careful, please. I swear to God, if I wake up and check my
Actually,
text...
matter of fact, hold this too. That's sentimental. Don't do
Okay.
that.
If I wake up and you're in the ICU or dead,
Actually, you know what? Let me make sure you're on my emergency contact list.
I will strangle you and kill you myself. If you're already dead, I will bring you back from the dead and I will kill you myself. Actually.
Hey, if I got set on fire, waterboarded with gasoline, and stabbed twice, I don't think I'm gonna die.
I don't trust anyone anymore. When they're like, nothing's gonna kill me. Case in point, my sister.
I'm gonna put you on my emergency contact list. Don't worry.
Okay. Just be careful. I'm gonna bike back to my house, I guess.
God, oh God, I don't know if I should be scared or
Just be...
chill or...
I don't know. I guess if it's about what happened, just tell him your side of it. And hope he doesn't shoot you. Because you already got waterboarded with gasoline for it, so...
I will never get the taste of gasoline out of my head.
Alright. Be safe,
Out of my mouth.
please.
Love you, V. Drive safe.
Yep. Oh, we're about to pass the fuck out from hunger. We can make it back to Mirror Park in time. That was a good chat with Charlie. Yeah, if Charlie dies, Veronica's gonna kill her. Like, resurrect her just to kill her.